Hey y'all, welcome back to Your Relationship with You. Today I want to talk to you all about what to do when you want to say yes, but you should say no. You want to say yes, but you should say no. Y'all, this season has been probably the most trying that I've had, and it's lasted longer than I thought it would and more than I wanted it to. It's been a season of, ups and downs, submitting to God, rebelling against God, um, allowing my desires to take over, allowing idolatry, killing idolatry, and it's just been a cycle. And it's coming to a point where, yes, I have a desire and my flesh wants to give in and say yes to whatever it is. And it can be something as simple as, not getting up to work out, or not getting up to read your word, or not indulging in the extra piece of chocolate, or drinking too many pops, like whatever the case, or soda for, some of y'all in different regions of the country. But my point is, your flesh wants to give in, but you should say no. Your spirit is urging you to say no. The Bible tells us in Luke 9, it tells us that Jesus was telling his disciples, if any man follow me, that he should deny himself and take up his cross. So these are two instructions. Three, you got to follow Jesus, right? I've been studying the Gospels and just following how Jesus lived his life, like his characteristics, how he handled conflict, how he handled accusation, how he handled betrayal, how he handled friends and relationships, how he handled parents. I've been studying the life of Jesus, and that's literally what we are called to do as followers of the way, to follow and really understand and discern what it was that Jesus was doing on this earth, and how he handled people and how he handled himself, like the level of integrity that he has. Because I read this morning, he is risen, and that really blessed me. And this is not a part of my topic, but I was wondering why they said he is risen, or he instead of he has risen. And has is a past tense, is a present tense. He is the resurrection. He is risen. Like, it's a continual thing. He is life, right? It blessed me. So, anyways, um, Jesus wants us to follow him in all our ways, right? Follow him. Follow Jesus. Do the things that Jesus did in the way that Jesus did it. Do what Jesus did. And I mean all of that, from the natural to the spiritual. Some of us don't believe in demons. Some of us don't believe that you can be possessed by demons or oppressed by demons. But Jesus was casting out demons. Jesus was healing the sick. Jesus was raising the dead. Be like Jesus. Follow him. Follow in his ways. So that's the first part. Second part, deny yourself. Deny yourself. Deny yourself. Paul said, I crucify my flesh. Like, deny myself. It's the very thing that I want to do. It entices me, it tempts me, it pulls me, it lures me. I want to do these things. Me, like, I want to. And the Bible says, deny yourself. Jesus says, deny yourself. Say no to yourself. Tell yourself no. Withhold that thing from yourself. That can be tough. That can be tough because it is our own temptations. It is our own lust. It is our own desires that lure us away. Everything is not the devil. He has a lot of influence. But a lot of it is, I saw this and I was tempted by it. The Bible says Eve perceived the tree and desired it. It is us that perceives a thing and desires it. I heard a testimony the other day about a woman that eventually got addicted to crack cocaine, but it was because it was all around her. She knew it was bad, but it was all around her. She saw it when she walked out the door. She saw it when she went in the house. She saw it all around her, and eventually was like, let me try it. Temptation and presentation can cause you to fall. That's why we must deny ourselves. So even with that being said, we have to set ourselves up to deny ourselves. We have to remove ourselves from temptation. A lot of us don't remove ourselves from temptation. We go right in it. We seek it out. We call it. We text it. We order it. We align ourselves with temptation. So then it's no longer a temptation. You didn't fell into that thing. You have fully given in to the thing that you were supposed to deny. And so that is a lot of our challenge and a lot of our problems, that we don't put enough things in place to help us be successful in this life. We so busy giving in, we don't never tell ourselves no. We like, I saw it, I wanted it, I did it, and it's done. How prideful is that? How wicked is that? How rebellious is that? You have exalted yourself as God over your life. You have made yourself an idol. The Bible tells us deny ourselves, make ourselves humble before the presence of God. And then it says pick up your cross. Jesus died a gruesome, horrific, horrible death, where his skin was torn from his body, his muscles were torn from his body. He was beaten, his hair was pulled from his face. He had thorns jabbed into his forehead. Like, he died a horrific death and still had to carry this heavy wooden cross up a hill. Like, we think it's light work when we say carry your cross. No, you have that denying of yourself can be weighty. The burden of living in this world as a hostile enemy to the ruler of this world can be heavy. We must carry our cross. We each have a cross to bear. And that don't always sound fun. And it don't always sound, like, why would I do this to myself? Why would I submit to a God that wants me to be miserable? And that's literally the thought that many believers have. I'm not talking about non-believers. Many believers have this. Because if we didn't have that type of thought process, then why do we fall so often? Why do we still be like, oh, I believe, but I'ma still fornicate? Or, oh, I believe, but I'ma still smoke my weed? Oh, I believe, but I'ma still mess with my crystals? I believe, but I'ma still do my sage? I believe, but I'ma still do these tarot cards. Like, we are the most given in, compromised, lacking integrity Christians that I'm like, take up our cross. Take up our cross. Take up our cross. We have a burden to bear. But the Bible tells us that if we make ourselves weak in the presence of God, that he becomes our strength. His strength will be made perfect in our weakness. So for one, we don't have to carry it alone. He's carrying it with us. He also tells us that his burdens are light and his yoke is easy. So we cast our cares upon him because he cares for us. So then I don't have this weight on me because I'm constantly giving it to God. I'm constantly giving it to God, and he's constantly giving me peace that surpasses all understanding. He's constantly giving me strategy on how to surpass and how to conquer the enemy and the temptations of this world. He provides a way of escape that we may be able to endure it. Like, we have tools and strategy and grace and mercy and favor to live this life, but we don't lean into that. We so busy leaning into the other things instead of following the instruction that's been given. Deny yourself, pick up your cross, follow Jesus. It's very plain for us. And I pray that this blesses you. I'm trying my best to put this into practice. Follow Jesus, deny myself, pick up my cross, and carry it. We have a duty to do in this world. We have a purpose to do in this world. There is something specifically designed that you were created for. You need to be doing what you were created for, because the earth is lacking because you're out of place and out of pocket. Pick up your cross. Okay. That's what I have for y'all today. I pray that it blessed you. Y'all be blessed. Be a blessing to others. Get my book, Your Relationship with You. It is in the link in my bio. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.